Another look at Typhoon Maria or 10W. And welcome to another update from Force 13. Typhoon Maria is currently located around 463 nautical miles south of Iwate, Japan, tracking northwest at 2 knots over the last 6 hours. Multispectral satellite imagery indicates that the typhoon has failed to re-intensify much since the previous analysis. We'll come back to what the JTWC is saying, and here's the latest from the Japanese Meteorological Agency. They have it tracking north-northwest and remaining slow, central pressure around 920 millibars, but they have it actually intensify slightly and dropping another 10 millibars to 910. Maximum winds near the centre around 110 knots, gusting 155. However, the JTWC is saying that the EYEWALL replacement cycle has been completed and a well-defined new outer EYEWALL completely replacing the dissipated inner EYEWALL. Near-term contraction of the eye was expected with the associated intensification, but the system has maintained intensity at 125 knots. Whilst this estimate is hedged higher than both automated VOAC and subjective VOAC analysis, resulting in T6 115 knots. Deep convection is reforming around the assessed centre. Joint Typhoon Warning Centre's current chart, but is struggling to persist. The initial position is based with moderate confidence on a cloud-filled eye feature evident in the MSI. The typhoon remains in a favourable environment with moderate outflow, low vertical wind shear and high sea surface temperature. An upper level anticyclone has developed to the southeast of the system and is enabling a broad and weak equatorward outflow channel. The typhoon's forward motion has slowed significantly over the last 6 hours as the north-south oriented extension of the steering ridge centred to the northeast has developed to the west of the system, effectively putting the brakes on forward transition. Now here's some satellite imagery from the JTWC, and they have it as a super typhoon. Within 24 hours, the ridge weakens and retreats northward, allowing the typhoon to turn more west-northwest and accelerate, continuing along this general track through the next 72 hours under the influence of a east-west oriented deep layer steering ridge centred to the northeast over central Honshu. Here's the NOAA floaters on the typhoon. Despite the quasi-stationary movement over the last 6 hours, the slow movement to the northwest allows the typhoon to remain in a favourable environment for near-term intensification. And what they're saying is that the eye is cloud wrapped. After 72 hours, the typhoon is forecast to continue tracking west-northwest as the steering ridge to the northeast strengthens and ridges westward into central China. System is forecast to transit south of Okinawa and make landfall around 108 hours along the east central coast of China. And this is from another source, 17.1 degrees north, 140.8 degrees east. Sea surface temperature very healthy, 30 Celsius. Tropical tidbits, here's some tracks on the Typhoon. And the Typhoon will transit a cool pool of water as it approaches the Rukais. Apology for the pronunciation. Spelling is R-Y-U-K-U-S. And information is leaning towards the ECMWF model solution. No cycle intensity guidance. There's a couple other tracks on the system. Now we have a look at the wind shear. The area in red is unfavourable, green is favourable, yellow is neutral. This is the 8th. Apology. The 24-hour shear tendency, you can clearly see where the Typhoon is located. Very low wind shear. 850 millibar vorticity. The upper level divergence isn't as strong as what it was. It's only around probably 10-15 knots. We will continue to bring updated information. However, there is bad news out of Japan due to the severe weather. It is being reported major flooding in some areas and life has been lost. And we will have more information on this developing story. Force 13's outlets. We operate our own website, and stay tuned. We will have updated information on that. YouTube, Facebook, Twitter platforms. And if you'd like to have a chat with Nathan, it's Force 13 on Skype and 9094 on Discord. And bye for now. And if you have a link to the AU channel, it would be appreciated.